How's it going everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today what I've got for you is my championship predictions. Obviously my last video was my League 2 predictions and that's done quite well so far, and I've also done League 1 predictions, so if you haven't watched them already, make sure to go check them out after this video. I'll leave it in the iCards up there, so you can just feel free to click on them whenever you want. But another thing before we get into the video, if you are new around here, please don't forget to subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. And also I am only going to be predicting the bottom three of the championship and also the top six, so the teams which are in the playoffs in automatic spots, and also the three teams who I think will get relegated, yeah. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So starting off in 24th place in the championship, I put Wycombe Wanderers. We've obviously got some good players already, like David Wheeler and the centre-back Stewart, and also the goalkeeper, also the big man up top, Akinfenwa. But I think if they do make some signings, they maybe could push for just surviving in the championship. The signings they have made so far aren't like championship quality, which make you stand out and say what a signing that is. They have been linked with Dan Basler, who is from Newcastle. As I've said, if they make the right signings, they can stay in the league, but if they don't, I just can't see it. Sorry, Wycombe fans, but yeah, I'm going to put you in 24th place. I think most people predicting the championship will have put you in this place. But yeah, Gareth Ainsworth has done a great job from getting to League 2 up to the championship on that budget as well, so well done to him. But yeah, Wycombe Wanderers 24th place. Moving on to my 23rd place. So moving on to my 23rd place, I've gone for Sheffield Wednesday, which have received a -12 point deduction, and that's mainly my reason why they are in the relegation zone for me. Finished around 16th last season. Signed Dizzy Brown on loan from Chelsea, and also signed the rock solid centre back Shay Dunkley. Two good players there, and also they've got Barry Bannon, very good player as well. But they also have lost Stephen Fletcher to Stoke City on a free transfer, which is not good. Who got the most of the goals, I think. They will finish above Wycombe, I think, but I could be wrong. They could. The thing is that if they start off the season really slowly and have like a really bad start, like some teams do, and don't get into the rhythm of like the season, obviously the players are going to have in their mind how they need to be overperforming over 100% each game, because they are -12 points behind everyone, so they will be starting in 24th place. I know Bolton in League 1 last season did start with -12 points, but it's a bit different because they had like all youth players, so Sheffield Wednesday have got an advantage over Bolton on that kind of front, but I just can't see them doing that well with this point deduction. So yeah, that's why Sheffield Wednesday are in 23rd place for me. So in 22nd place, I've gone for Birmingham City. Yes, they have bought Isaac Ranker in, the guy who did quite a good job at Middlesbrough, but I just think it's the poor ownership, and the fans are protesting. It's not a good relationship between the fans and the owners. It's a bit like what happened with Charlton. They have lost Jude Bellingham, and for some reason retired his squad number, which is a bit interesting. But they have got a good striker in that Djukovic, I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I've put them in relegation spot. That's just my opinion. Leave in the comment section down below if you're a Blues fan or just a Championship fan or football fan in general, where you think Birmingham will finish next season. So moving on to my first team in the playoffs, in 6th place I've gone for Millwall. They have just got Troy Parrott on loan. What a signing that is, and I think it will help them a lot. We did miss out by a few places last season, but I think bringing Troy Parrott is going to be guaranteed 20 goals in my opinion, and that's why I think they will sneak into the playoffs. They've also got a very good squad together. Sean Williams, former MK Dons man, I remember him back in the day. Brilliant player he was for us. I think Gary Rowett has got a very good squad together, and he's going to push them into the playoff spot. I don't think they're going to get promoted to the Premier League, but you know they're going to keep on pushing for these playoff spots and also automatics maybe in a couple of years. It'll be good to see Millwall in the Premier League. Obviously brilliant sets of fans, so it'll be good to see them there. But I've put them in 6th place. Moving on to my 5th place. Right, so in 5th place I've gone for Norwich City. Obviously they have great young talents. You've got Jamal Lewis, Max Aarons, also a brilliant keeper in Tim Krul. Great intentions to get back to the Premier League. I can't see them getting automatics with other competitors to get to the Premier League. There's no point in them becoming a Premier League club if they're only going to spend like 1 million bringing in Sam Byram. It's pretty pointless if you're not going to spend any money to get to the Premier League. They bring players through, as I said, like Jamal Lewis and also Ben Godfrey, who are brilliant sets of defenders, and also a quality keeper in Tim Krul, who I did feel quite bad for when they were losing, like when they were losing 4-0 to teams like Arsenal. I've got to say, they also have got Todd Cantwell. Also at the start, Pookie did have a great start to his Premier League in like around the August, got Player of the Month. They did look great in their first Premier League match back in the Premier League when they played Liverpool and they lost 4-1 at Anfield. They actually played quite well under Farker. But it'll be interesting to see how they do. I reckon they will get playoffs, as I say, comfortably, but this could be completely wrong. Moving on to my 4th place. Right, so in 4th place I've gone for the playoff bottlers of last season, Nottingham Forest. If they keep Matty Cash and Samba and Grabban scoring goals, will easily make playoffs in my opinion. Missed out last season. I just think the pressure got to them on the last day when Swansea snuck into the playoffs and they fell out of it when they were in the playoffs for the majority of the season, which is very poor and unfortunate for Sabri Lamucci's men. I've heard Lyle Taylor today has completed a medical at Nottingham Forest. It could not be a good signing for them, or it could be. It's a bit of a hit and miss one. He pushed his way out of Charlton. I can't see him doing that well. If they keep grabbing, then he'll be scoring goals, but I'm not too sure about Lyle Taylor. But yeah, moving on to my last place in the playoffs. So in the third place in the playoffs, I've gone for Bournemouth. They did lose Ake for 40 million, but if they can reinvest that into the team correctly, bringing in another solid defender, but Callum Wilson's going to go, his chance to get into the England team. This could be wrong. This could be completely wrong. Thinking about it, I'm not too sure about this. This could be a mid-table finish for the Cherries, but I've gone third place. Leave in the comment section down below where you think Bournemouth will finish, but I've gone third place. Moving on to my top 2 automatic spots. Right, so the first automatic spot, I've gone for Cardiff City, the Bluebirds. He got them into the playoffs, and I think he's got the right intentions to get them back to the Premier League, and hopefully they will stay there next time they do it. And I think he will do it, as I said, as I put them in the automatic spot. Bringing in that Kiefer Moore from Wigan, good signing, 10 goals in 31 games, that's nearly a goal every 2 games, which is a very good signing for them. And I hope he does well with them. Cardiff, good team, good sides, and yeah, that's why I put them in the automatics. Leave in the comment section down below if you think Cardiff will be going to the Premier League next season. So moving on to the top spot and who I think are going to win the Championship, I've gone for Watford. If they keep their good players like Sarr, Welbeck and Deeney, the leader of that Watford team, the captain, easily get back up to the Premier League, I think. The new kit's a bit questionable. Some will be a fan of it, some will not. It's a bit like the Port Vale kit. I don't really rate it, but everyone has an opinion. As I said, if they keep their good players, then I think they can easily get back up to the Premier League. Ben Foster is getting on a bit, so I reckon they will have to bring in a new keeper maybe to test him for the first spot. But yeah, I do think Watford will go straight back up if, as I said, if they keep their good players. Sarr's on a good lengthy contract, so I think he will be staying. And also if the keeper, Will Hughes as well, very good player, very underrated in my opinion. But yeah, that is the end of my Championship predictions video. If you do want to see a Premier League predictions, leave in the comment section down below and leave a like on this video, so I know, and also subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, that's all from me, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you then.
Missing someone.